So Elvis, he was standing right over here in this vicinity. So we actually put an X right down here on the floor. He's standing on it. Or she is, right there. Yeah. So Sam told us that's where he was standing, so we believe him, so we marked the spot. Why not? Bill's standing right over where the X is over there, and Scotty's standing right over there. Looks like she's going to be Scotty Moore for me. Thank you, ma'am. And that was the one I said not to play anything. And Sam's, of course, right back here in the control room, and he's listening to what these guys are playing for this first time with all three of them in here in the same room, and he actually still is not that impressed. Because Scotty and Bill, they're in their own country band together back then. So they were just playing their own country songs. And so Elvis, he was trying really hard, but, you know, he doesn't know their songs, and he wasn't really into country quite yet at that point in his life either. So he was trying hard, but still not impressing Sam. So Sam, he's kind of being nice that night. And he said, all right, guys, why don't you just take a break and go next door into the restaurant. It was called Taylor's Restaurant at the time over there where the gift shop is now. And it had air conditioning over there, and the studio didn't, so they'd be over there a lot to cool off and come up with new things. So Elvis, he took his break, but he knew he's pretty much about to get kicked out of here. So everything he was about to do was all kind of out of nervous energy. So he just strolled on back in the room, but he was going pretty crazy at this point. He just kind of started dancing around the room, but it was very nervous-like, and it was the first time he ever did that in front of Sam. He's also kind of over here, too, so he's away from the microphone. He's not being amplified by it really at all, and he's slightly singing under his breath one of his very favorite songs. It's called That's All Right by Arthur Big Boy Crudup. He had a lot of his records. And Scotty and Bill, they're kind of starting to pack up, but once he started singing, they started taking their instruments back out, started playing along with him just pretty slightly, but Sam, he hardly hears him, but barges through this exact door right over here and says, Elvis, is that you? You've been holding back from me this entire time, doing really slow custom sessions, and you have this in you? Please keep doing that. That's what I've been looking for. Just do it crazier and louder. So once Sam yelled at him, he recorded that song with all three of them in here in about 2 takes and liked what he had in those 2 takes. And then Sam brought that recording right over here to this man. Not this man, he wishes. The man behind him. This man's name is Dewey Phillips. And him and Sam, they were just really good friends who happened to have the same last name. They weren't related or anything. Dewey had a radio show here in Memphis. It was called Red, Hot, and Blue. And if you were a teenager in the 50s in Memphis, you always listened to that show, but if you were a parent, you hated it. And we have that very first broadcast ever of Dewey broadcasting That's All Right, to see if all the kids are going to like it. I'm going to play that for you guys, but before I play that, I just want to warn you that Dewey is a really country-sounding person, so you're probably only going to understand half the words he's saying. And he also starts talking during the song. He starts like moaning and groaning, and it's like kind of weird, but he gets away with it for some reason, so you gotta love him. So here it is, first time Elvis has ever played on the radio, Red, Hot, and Blue.
Oh, yes, sir, good people. So Phillips looks bring the hottest cotton-picking thing in the country, Red, Hot, and Blue, coming through WHBQ and Hotel Chisco on the magazine floor. Is that right, Diz? That's right. What do you call Sam Putney? I got to call Sam, Diz. Ah, Pete Pick. How you get along, Ern? Tennessee Ern. How you get along, buddy? Pretty good, Putney. Get you a wheelbarrow load of mad hogs, run them through the front door, and tell them Phillips sent you from Red, Hot, and Blue. And I got a new song we're going to play here. They're going to cut loose this new song.